Greetings and welcome to my cybersecurity awareness chatbot tutorial. I'll walk you through the structure, operation, and programming of this chatbot. Let's begin. This simple but engaging console-based chatbot I have established, which teaches the user the fundamentals of cybersecurity. It opens with a simple text of ASCII art, which welcomes the user by name, plays a voice greeting using an audio, and answers many questions about phishing, password security, and other subjects. Let us begin with reviewing the classes and files which is included in this project. Let us start with program.cs. This is the application's entrance points. Now let's move on to the user.cs. The user's name is stored in this class. Now let's go to the chatbot.cs. This is where the majority of the code activities take place and contains all of the chatbot's logics. Now let's go to the lschat.wav. This is the voice that welcomes the user and plays out when the user enters its name. Now, let's actually run by the code and explain what each method does. Program.cs. In program.cs, we ask the user to enter a name, create a user object, and then pass that chatbot instance and start the bot. Now let us move on to user. User is a simple yet short code containing one public string property called name. We use this to personalize the greeting. Now let us go into chatbot.cs. This contains majority of the code and its methods. Now let's break down some of its methods. Let's begin with the start method. This is the main launching method. The user participation begins once the ASCII logo is called, the voice greeting is displayed, and the greeting message is displayed. Now let us go to the show ASCII logo. This method prints a decorative banner, which is this, using ASCII art and colors just to make the concept more visually pleasing to the user. Now let's go to the play voice greeting method. Using an audio instead of sound player, because sound player had a lot of issues, so I said let me stick to an audio. This basically greets the user with the lschat.wav, which I've inserted into the code. Now let's go to the display text greeting method. Simple and short, this prints and displays a greeting message to the user. Now let's move on to the main switch cases and responses. It uses switch case like structure to respond to specific user questions, like let's say for example, how are you? What is your name? Who created you? One of my favorites, tell me a joke. And also phishing, password safety, safe browsing, and etc. Now let's move to the responding message. This this method provides a typewriter effect to each response by printing characters one at a time. It makes the bot feel more alive and interactive. Now, let us actually run the code and see what happens. As we can see, before anything can begin, we are asked to enter the user's name. So let's use my name.
Welcome, fellow user. I'm your cybersecurity awareness bot.
As you can see, an audio is played and this is the ASCII logo that is displayed. Then this is the greeting message. Now, let us ask the cybersecurity awareness chatbot some questions. Let us begin with maybe like, how are you? This is a bot-like response which I feel necessary to add. Now, what if maybe we typed it with capital letters, like a H? As you can see, we are still provided the same response. But what if we forgot the question mark? Now, the bot didn't quite understand that and asks us to rephrase. So as you can see, it's important to include nearly the exact same type of question. Question mark is very important in this. Now, let us ask a few questions regarding cybersecurity related issues. Maybe let's ask about phishing. These are the tips that These are the tips that are provided by the bot regarding phishing. But let's just say maybe phishing is the only one we thought of. What if we want to ask it other things? So now let us ask it, what is your purpose? As we can see, it gives us a few things that we could ask regarding cybersecurity related issues. Let us try password safety. These are the tips provided by the bot. Now let us ask it about safe browsing. As we can see, these are the responses provided by the bot. But let's just say we go sidetrack for a while and maybe ask something to add a little bit of human towards the bot. Let's ask it for a joke. I find that joke quite hilarious, but up to the user whether you find it hilarious. There's also many other things we can ask the bot. But for now, let's just say we type in something that has not been entered into the bot. So let's talk about malware. This is the response that is mentioned by the bot. But what if also we didn't type anything at all? As we can see, input cannot be empty. So now it's asking us to try again. And there are different types of things that we could ask the bot. But for now, let us just simply exit the program. And the bot says goodbye. How nice of the bot. Now, thank you for watching this video. I hope that I've successfully been able to educate you about my bot and its uses. Thank you so much.